What is going on, guys? This is Chimpact bringing guys a Mega Salamence Moveset video. But before I go into the Moveset video, I want to stress how important it is that you don't need to always Mega Evolve your Salamence, because if you see something like a Mamoswine on your opponent's team and they have rocks up, you cannot live an Ice Shard, Life Orb Ice Shard from Mamoswine if you are Mega Salamence, unless you have a lot of HP investment, and you really need the Intimidate to live that Ice Shard. So if you're trying to sweep with the Mamoswine, the Salamence, then you really do need to not Mega Evolve, because you need the Intimidate to live that Ice Shard. So, unless you have Roost and you heal up to full, you shouldn't Mega Evolve if you're trying to go for a sweep. I think the best set for Mega Salamence is going to be utilizing Substitute, because Substitute allows you to prevent yourself from getting status from stall Pokemon. A lot of Steel types have been using Toxic, Skarmory, Aggron, and just random Pokemon as well, like Landorus, so that if you have Substitute on the Salamence, you prevent yourself from getting status, so they can't whittle you down with their status moves. So it's really helpful against stall. You don't need to utilize your coverage, you can just use Substitute to prevent yourself from getting status. Will-O-Wisp is huge, especially from prankster users. And there's also the fact that it helps you not get revenge killed, because they have to get rid of the Substitute first before they can revenge kill you. And if you're running HP investment, you can eat up Volt Switches from Rotoms potentially. If you're running the right spread. I don't have a good spread for eating up Volt Switches yet, but I do know that if you have max HP, you can eat up Volt Switches depending on the role. You eat up U-turns from Landorus and Beedrill as well, so if they're trying to get momentum, you can use Substitute to prevent that, and it prevents them from bringing in their Mamoswine or Weavile from going for Ice Shard to be able to revenge kill you. And to help with Substitute getting rid of your HP, you gotta use Roost. Roost is also really helpful for Landorus, because Scarf Landorus Stone Edge, it can 2-hit KO Salamence, but if you're running Roost, not only does it prevent the 2-hit KO, even a crit Stone Edge cannot knock you out, and you lose the flying type, so the most damage that they're going to do is around 40% if they get a crit. Roost helps you take on stall just as well with Substitute, and if you Roost up to full as they bring in the Revenge Killer, if you're running a little bit of HP investment, Mamoswine, even Life Orb Mamoswine, is not able to knock out Salamence at full, so you can save Roost for that as well. Dragon Dance is obviously going to be the next thing. Well, it's not really that obvious, but you don't need to run Dragon Dance, but I really like it because it's just gradually getting stronger turn by turn. With Substitute, you can just set up on a really weak Pokemon and just Dragon Dance up gradually. And then the last move is going to be Return, because you gotta abuse the Aerial Aid ability that it just got. Aerial Aid is a broken ability. It makes Return like almost 200 base power, and it's just a really strong Return. You don't need Dragon Stab, you don't need Earthquake coverage. Return hits literally everything because of Aerial Aid. And the spread that I like to use on this is Adamant, Max Attack, enough speed to outspeed Landorus, which is 136, and 120 in speed, HP. 120 in HP means that Landorus does a little bit less than 50% on average with Stone Edge, so they have to get a crit like every single time. But if you're roosting, that's not going to matter, because crits will not take you out. Like I said, they're only going to do 40% even with the crit, and they only have 8 Stone Edges to hit you with, so it's only a matter of time before they're forced to switch out, so you can get that free Substitute on that Landorus. And if they're Scarfs, after just one Dragon Dance, you're going to be able to outspeed them and be able to freely Roost up on them whenever you want. And that's the spread for this one. Another set that you can use is Earthquake over Substitute. This helps you against more offensive teams, because I believe Mawile and Aegislash are going to be resuspect tested, and I don't think they're going to go back to Uber with all these new Megas and all these new move triggers available for us. Only time will tell though, but that's just my speculation. Earthquake really helps against taking those Pokemon down. Mawile and Aegislash, you can't really take them on with this Roost set, because Shadow Ball is going to do enough damage to break Substitutes, and you don't have enough Substitutes and Roost to be able to take that on. But I guess you can PP stall out Shadow Balls if they're not PP stall, Life Orb stall Aegislash if they're running that set, but they could also be running HP Ice, which would be really devastating for the Salamence user. Mawile obviously can just play rough to knock out Salamence. You can always hope for a miss, but a bunch of Dragon Dance returns, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to knock out Mawiles. So that's another set that you can use against more offensive teams. And some people are also using Fire Blast over Roost. I don't really agree with that, because The substitute set is just better because you don't need coverage when you can just beat everything with substitute. Fire Blast is just for steel types, but the steel types cannot do over 50% to Salamence, so you just need to Dragon Dance, and then return is enough to just knock them out. And I believe even unaware Quagsire is unable to take repeated returns from this Adamant Max Attack Salamence. Yeah, I just ran a calc and you do 52.5% minimum, which is just under a 2-hit KO. You need 53% to 2-hit KO Quagsire, but Quagsire cannot do anything back to you. Like, he has to run Ice Beam to be able to beat the substitute set, and it's really not enough. Because with Roost and Substitute, he can't. Like, he needs to run Substitute. He needs to run Ice Beam to get rid of Substitute, and he needs to run Toxic to get past the Roost. So, like, I don't think they're going to be running both. And they have to, like, win every like, not. I guess they only have to win one mind game, but it's still really tough for the Quagsire user because they also have to keep recovering on the returns as well. So that's going to be the Mega Salamence set for today, guys. Please give this video a like, share it with your friends, and I'm going to be doing some more Mega speculation. I just wanted to start out with Salamence because I'm pretty sure that he's going to get suspect tested and get moved to Ubers pretty soon. Like, it's going to be very, very quick. People are going to realize how broken this thing is, but hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.